I'm sure for all of us at one point in our life, we all felt like we were cursed.
We are your hosts, Andrew
and Makayla.
Well, today we are talking about the top 10 scary curses that turned out to be true. Starting at number 10, we have the Battle of Tippecanoe. The Battle of Tippecanoe was fought all the way back in November 7, 1811. This was an American and Native American showdown located right in the heart of Indiana. This battle saw the defeat of Native American leader Tecumseh by former American President William Henry Harrison. Tecumseh's brother Tenskwata, sorry for the mispronunciation, aka the Prophet, set a curse on Harrison and all future presidents, saying that they would die in office in a cursed year ending with the number 0. I don't know much about American presidents, but I brought my American historian with me who could tell you all about it.
Thanks for that introduction, Andrew. Harrison would die of pneumonia in 1840. The next cursed president was none other than Abraham Lincoln. He was elected in 1860 and was assassinated. James A. Garfield, who was elected in 1880, and William McKinley in 1900 were both assassinated as well. Lastly, John F. Kennedy was elected in 1960 and was also assassinated. Ronald Reagan was next, but after many failed assassination attempts, it seems like he stopped the curse. Except remember that time someone threw a grenade at Bush and luckily didn't detonate? For 2020, we had Joe Biden, so I wonder if he might be affected.
You missed me, because at number 9 we have the My Way Curse. The My Way Curse, or might I say the My Way Killings, is a social phenomenon in my home country, the Philippines. So all you Filipinos, listen up, because everyone else, and welcome to the weird stuff that goes on in my country. The curse is linked to the song My Way by Frank Sinatra. Oddly, since 2002, there have been an unusually high number of deaths linked to this song, especially when people are singing it during a karaoke performance. And we know how many Filipinos do karaoke, so it's pretty common. I know it sounds like a very odd coincidence, but even news media outlets worldwide have documented it. This includes the respected New York Times. This phenomenon got such a bad reputation that bars in the Philippines had to completely remove it from their karaoke players.
Coming in at number 8, Timur's Curse. Tutankhamun might have the most famous tomb curse, but Timur might have the pharaoh beat in terms of success. Timur was a Turco-Mongol conqueror in the 1300s. His remains were entombed in the Guri-Imar in Uzbekistan, and his body was dug up in 1941. Reportedly, his tomb contained 2 engravings. One that read, "When I rise from the dead, the world shall tremble," and another inside the casket that read, "Whomsoever opens my tomb shall unleash an invader more terrible than I." Curses on tombs are not uncommon, but what happened after Timur's tomb was opened changed the course of history. 2 days after Timur was dug up, Adolf launched Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union. Barbarossa remains the largest military invasion in history. Timur was reburied over a year later under Islamic rites, after the Russians successfully managed to push back the invading Germans.
Coming at number 7, we have the Knights Templar Curse. The Knights Templar was a Christian military order with the purpose to protect pilgrims in the Holy Land during the Crusade period. They had the power and the money. Philip IV from France sought to seize their wealth and their power. So, in a raid, Grand Master of the Templars, Jacques de Molay, was arrested along with his Templar comrades. Soon after, King Philip pressured Pope Clement V and made him agree to his reasoning. The Pope would issue a bill that made all Christian kings able to seize Templar property, which destroyed the Templar order, and Jacques de Molay was sentenced to death. Jacques, while burning on the stake, said, quote, "France will remember our last moments. We die innocent, and you, O Philip my king, I pardon you, but my forgiveness is in vain, for your life is condemned at the tribunal of God. Within a year I shall await you also." Only 3 days later, Pope Clement would die in agony, and when he was cremated, the fire burned down the church as well. Then King Philip ended up dying at the end of the year and died in great misery and pain. So I guess that curse was also true. Right at number 6, we have the Ring of Sylvanus. This was a cursed ring that was first owned by a Roman man named Sylvanus. This was a rather large ring with a diameter of an inch, so it was believed that they wore this on their thumb or over a glove. But one day his ring was stolen from him. He believed it was taken from a man named Sylvanus. Sylvanus then proceeded to place a curse on the man by heading up to a temple and creating a lead plate, naming it the Cursed Tablet. On the tablet he wrote, "For the Northern god Sylvanus has lost a ring and donated 1/2 of its worth to the Nodens. Among those named Sylvanus permit no good health until it is returned to the temple of the Nodens. It's believed whoever owns this ring will fall ill, get into accidents, or have things happen to them which would lead them to an everlasting suffering."
Halfway at number 5, bone pointing. Bone pointing is a practice of Aboriginal Australians, in which a Kurtatacha, an executioner, points a bone or another object at a victim. The victim is then said to become sluggish and ill, typically refusing to eat or drink until they succumb to the illness and pass away. While they are hypnotized, the response from the victim is mostly psychosomatic, but that doesn't mean it's treated any less seriously. Belief in the curse is strong enough to have a tangible effect. Now at number 4, Australian soccer. Anything bad happening will have fans claiming their favorite sports team is cursed, but that really seems to be the case with the Australia national soccer team. Reportedly, the team asked a witch doctor to curse their opponent's Rhodesia in 1969. Did I say that right? The witch doctor did so, but when he asked for $1,000 in payment, the team said they didn't have enough money. Years of bad luck followed to such a degree that some people believed the whole of Australian soccer was cursed. Fed up with the years of losing, John Safran investigated. As it turned out, the original witch doctor had died, so John asked another witch doctor to enter the original stadium and channel his spirit. After a ceremony, which included an animal sacrifice, the team qualified and advanced to the second round of the World Cup in 2006, and they have since qualified for 2 more.
Right at our number 3 spot, we have a cursed number. Can a phone number really be cursed? I mean, the only times I can say it's cursed is when I look at my phone and I have 7 missed calls from my mom. The number 0888888888 have been linked to so many deaths that has been suspended from being even used. The phone number was created in 2001 by a Bulgarian mobile phone company named Mobitel, and this number was used by the owner and CEO of the company, Vladimir Grashnov. He ended up dying of cancer the same year, but others suspect he was radioactively poisoned by a business rival. The number was then transferred to a mob boss. Then in 2003, he got shot and killed when he was out at a regular dinner with his family. Then the last person to have this number was a Bulgarian businessman who was also shot and killed in 2005. Mobitel has now suspended the number forever.
Coming in at number 2, the 27 Club. The 27 Club refers to the famous and talented musicians who died at the age of 27, right from legends like Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and Jim Morrison, all of who were very famous rock stars at their time, to the more recent Amy Winehouse, who drank herself to passing away. What is even more bizarre about this curse is that all of them became famous at the age of 25, then passed away 2 years later at age 27. Taking our number 1 spot is Iceman Curse. Back in 1991, the body of an Iceman was discovered in the Alps. It was estimated that the body dates back over 5,000 years, but after his discovery, 7 of the people who found him passed away over the course of 13 years. Now I'm gonna hand it over to my friend all the way up in the Alps, in the mountains, Andrew.
I'm all the way in the Alps. Thank you, Makayla, for the introduction. Now this would have been acceptable had they been of natural causes, but none of them were. One person passed away in a car accident, another one was suffocated in an avalanche, then another one passed away accidentally falling off a cliff, and then another one from a blood disorder. Like, the Iceman Curse is currently one of those famous curses of modern times that just scare the lights out of me.
Well, I'm officially freaked out.
But we hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
And we will see you guys next time.